Good morning, people. Welcome to another Sprinter van conversion video. I've done my 240 volts. Okay, let me show you from the PowerPoints. Okay, I've got two sockets right here. Let me turn you around. Okay, I've got two sockets right here. These are on top of where the fridge area is. My fridge is in there. And then I've got another wire right there. So that's for another 240 volt socket. I've only got two circuits. Nothing crazy. And if you come down here, there's my distribution box. So that's the B pillar on the driver's side. So on the outside of there, that's where I've got my 240 volts coming in. The cables run up the inside the pillar and they come into the back of the consumer unit. So I've got it all wired up. I've got my cable all grounded there to the chassis. So I've just connected the one circuit. So now I'm going to try it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start off easy. I've just got a battery charger plugged in. So hopefully that should be, just a nice light load. I've got the 240 volts coming from the house on that rail there. And I've got this cable. So the plug for the 240 and this one that goes into your van, they came but with a very short lead. But I had this Arctic Blue cable which I bought for the 240 volt wiring, so I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is get this all plugged in, switch everything on, and hopefully we don't go kaboom. All right, let's do this. Okay. Okay, we're plugged in. Let's go and switch the electricity on inside. That's my daughter and her friend's voice you can hear there. So we're back in the van now. So all that's left to do is switch this on. Here goes nothing. So switch it on. And I've connected to this circuit. Let's switch it on. Nothing's happening. I've got no green light. That's interesting. Okay. Let's just switch this off. Switch this off. Don't like playing with electricity. This is why they say you should get professional. So do not copy what I'm doing. Okay? I've just switched everything on there and nothing happened. Right. I'll pause now and I'll do some diagnostics and I'll come back. Hello people, welcome back to a continuation of this 240 volt electricity saga. Well, I left off where I had everything plugged in and the sockets were not working. So I thought I'd connected these, right? It's just one circuit. So I've got two circuits. These ones that would supply, you know, the cooking area, and this one at the back here, which will supply sort of, you know, if you're sat back here, you're doing something back here at the back, you know what I mean? So when you're putting your wires at the start, you need to label them. So you run a wire, label it correctly. Run another wire, label it, both ends. Okay, so that's the mistake I made. So the wires I'd laid for these set of plugs at the, you know, sort of on the kitchen galley area, I labeled them as a back door, and then the back door as the kitchen. So when I came to plug in everything, I had my wires in the wrong, you know, incorrectly labeled. So just a note to self and a note to others: lay a cable, label it on both sides the same. That way you don't go wrong when you come to switching things on. Because I did a continuity check. I thought, nothing's happening here. I'm getting, you know, zero, you know, I mean, I'm getting no continuity rather. Anyway, so it's all in, it's all fixed, it's running. So I just went with a very small load. I've just got my battery charger plugged in. So yeah, it works fine. So I've tested this one and I've tested the one at the back that I'd wired. So, you know, it's all looking good. So I'm quite happy with this. It's the first time I've wired. That's actually the thing I've got there. That's called a garage consumer unit. So, so when people do tiny garages or like a small work shed, you probably see these. You know what I mean? Now, the other thing I've got, I'm gonna have inverter power coming in at some point. So what I bought, I'll spin you around. So what I bought is a double pole, double throw changeover switch. So I'm hoping to use one set of wires to power those sockets I've got there using one set of wires. So I need to figure out how to wire this thing up. I'm not an electrician. I can't really, I could probably pay someone to do it, but I think it's better if I just learn it and I know it and it's, you know, ingrained in my brain. So next time I come across it, I can do it. So yeah, I'm actually going to post this video. This will probably be the first video out of the whole Sprinter van build. I should have probably, you know, posted things along and you could get a bit of help from ideas that people post. So this is my first post. I'm going to put this one on YouTube and see if, yeah. Don't copy me by the way. I'm not an electrician, all right? So just a short one. Anyone out there who knows how to do this, if you'd give me a shout. So I've got my 240 volts all plugged in there, two circuits. I mean, two sets of plugs. I suppose that's two circuits. So I'm gonna have an inverter at some point, and I've got shore power coming into there. So I want shore power to power that box and inverter power to power that box. That's the aim. So any ideas, people, will be much appreciated. So yeah, double pole, double throw changeover switch. Peace out.